Hi guys, happy Wednesday. It's the live Q&A and it's not a Q&A as such, but if you've got questions, as always, please feel free to jump in and ask them. But this one is all about excuses, believe it or not. And unfortunately, so many people do find excuses not to exercise and to look after themselves and to lead a healthier lifestyle, which baffles me because we all know how much it can impact our lives just by making a few extra changes. So there we are. So one of the things that we hear so often is people saying they don't have time. I don't have time to go to the gym. I don't have time to cook healthily. I don't have time to prepare my meals. I don't have time to shop. And actually, if you think about it overall, there's 168 hours in a week. And if you work it out, the average person is meant to get 8 hours sleep. That's 55 hours spent sleeping out of those 168 hours. If you add on there 40 hours of an average working week, if you work full time, that would leave 73 hours. 73 hours for family time, leisure time, and exercise time. And if you were to aim for 3 lots of 45-minute workouts a week, which is 2.5 hours a week, you would find that can have a massive impact and benefit to your lives. But so many people still don't find the time. And I remember reading Arnold Schwarzenegger's autobiography. I can't remember the exact name of it now, but massively recommend it if you want to get some inspiration to change your lives. I mean, this is a man who's achieved pretty much everything possible. He went to America without being able to speak pretty much a word of English, from Austria. He got into bodybuilding and became Mr. Universe, Mr. Olympia more than once. He wanted to get into acting. He's one of the best known actors of all time. He's pretty much the first guy that ever did action movies purely because he was in shape. He wanted to become a member of the government. He became the governor of California, and he would actually set himself a goal every single New Year's Eve that he was going to achieve something the next year. And on New Year's Day, he would put that goal into practice. So when it was a matter of becoming governor of California, he went into the governor's office on New Year's Day, got the papers, filled them in on New Year's Day. And that's the sort of mindset he had. And he, in his story or his book, he tells about an example of excuses. And he went into an American university or college, was given a talk as motivation, inspiration. And one of the students says they didn't have time. I think they were complaining that they didn't have enough money for something. And I think Arnold Schwarzenegger broke down step by step what their average day was like. I think they were at college for 6 hours. They had a job for a few hours after college, and they would go, chill out with friends or do whatever. And he said, okay, so what time do you finish college? I don't know, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Or what time does your job start? It starts at 3:30. I finish at 5:30. Okay, what do you do after that? I go home, I eat. What time do you go to sleep? 11, 12. So he basically said that we only need 6 hours sleep. I can cope on 6 myself, but I prefer 6.5, 7. My wife needs about 16. I'm joking. If you're watching, she's probably not. She's sick of these lives like most people. But most people need between 6 and 8 hours sleep. We can usually get by on about 6. But Arnold Schwarzenegger never had more than 6 hours sleep because he said to this guy that you're wasting time. Life's so short, it goes so quick, and you know that. So you need to get the most out of life. So you need to prioritize your time. And people that say they don't have time to exercise, I'm just going to be rude, it's bullshit. Everyone has time to exercise. You just have to get your priorities straight and make time. And if you don't believe me, go onto your phone, take a look at the average screen time that you're on your phone in the last week. And if it's more than 2.5 hours, which most people are doing that on a daily basis, then you know you could have found time to exercise. You don't have to drive out too far. You can do it from home. Some people just don't have the motivation, so they use excuses. So don't let time be an excuse. And this is not a go. This is me just helping people realize that actually, do you know what? I could do something for 20 minutes, half an hour, a few times a week. And sometimes people just need that kick up the bum. And that's something that we do well. So no more excuses, especially time. There's loads of other excuses out there that we tend to tell ourselves, but we all know that if we get our priorities straight, we can find time. So I hope that's been a little bit helpful. Some of you might find that motivating. Some of you might have thought, oh, shut up, Dave, what are you talking about? But more importantly, where is it? This side. Come on, England. It's coming home. And if you need anything, you know I am.